that moment when you start to almost feel like Tom Hanks in Castaway. Kidding, but oh my god, man. I'm so burned out on this, like. And I think mostly it's because of the conditions that I've lived in for a little while and just the things that I've found out over time. It's just, that's what to me is rough. And I've done my best to make light of it and humor of it and jokes about it, but yeah, it's just not my thing. It's not my, like, even now I'm sitting out in what they call the Grove, which is an acre lot of numerous vegetables and more or less fruit trees. But yeah, it's been interesting to have learned some of the agricultural stuff here, but like most of it has been kind of negated by the conditions in which I've lived and just the way that things are done, particularly here, because everything is solar powered. And you know, it's not to say that things aren't manageable or possible to be done, it's just, man, the level of urgency for other things is just crazy to me, or lack thereof. So it's definitely interesting. Horses. You know, like, if I get a real chance to think about it, I've learned a lot about myself in general. Like, just the things that I'm willing to tolerate anymore, and then things that, I don't know, I just don't see necessary when it comes to, you know, just overall living or a lifestyle, like, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I've learned that, well, it's not something I've learned, but it's just something that I've acknowledged even more so now than I have before, but that you can live with so much less than the stuff that we have already present. But I am so ready to go back. I'm ready to not feel crappy and stuff like that. Like, so ready for a change. And like, to each their own, you know, stoked that these guys can get through this like this, but like, don't get me wrong, it's been fun, but I am so ready for something different, and more so something that's along the lines of things that I absolutely can't live without or just love entirely. Mostly just peace of mind. Solitude and all those things have never been an issue for me. Like, I don't mind being alone. I do, however, miss interactions, and I see how important they are, and it kind of drove that into my being, you know, having since been here in this particular area. And ultimately it's just shown me what to me holds the most value in life. I think that's important. That's been the most important thing. So taking a lot more out of it than I expected to, but you know, it's been fun. And to clarify, I didn't come into this with any expectations, I just kind of did it. And so, yeah, it was kind of like a last minute hop from the mainland here. I mean, I'd been talking about doing it for years and I just never did. And then I finally, I don't know, just wanted to change after all the monotony of everything that's been happening over in the mainland and stuff like that. And well, I definitely got to change, and I had the time and ability to really sit with myself and then be without, you know, light, noise, all kinds of different pollutions, to be able to really sit with it. And so it's been an opportunity to kind of sit with myself and then learn somebody else's lifestyles and cultures and stuff like that. But you know, take what I can and leave the rest. Like, and that goes to say that it's been pretty fun, all the BS aside, which there's a lot of BS, but it's not the sort of thing that I want to highlight as much as I should, to kind of give an idea as to why I'm so burnt out on it. I don't think I'm going to, just for the sake of, you know, the other people involved in this story, or this current chapter, just to preserve their world and not come after it, because to me it's just unnecessary and not needed. So as long as I can come out of things with a different perspective and a more positive perspective, I'm good. Just gotta keep moving forward. That's really about it. Cheers, guys. Till the next video.